Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Dawati from Degree the 6th semester. So this time I will explain to you about pemahaman saya tentang jenis research yang telah saya pelajari. Ada evaluasi program, eksperimen, card, and R&D. So langsung saja. The first is evaluasi program. There are several evaluation models, including first, discrepancy model by Profus, which is to determine the level of conformity between standards that have been determined in the program with the actual performance of the program. Second, the CIPP model, an evaluation model in which evaluation is carried out as a whole as a system. So, context is a situation or background that affects the planning of the coaching program. Input is quality of input that can support the achievement of the coaching program, while process is the implementation is programs and use of facilities in accordance with what has been planned. As for the product is the result achieved in the implementation of the program. Third, responsive evaluation model by Robert States, which is to understand all program components through different points of view. The third, formative summative evaluation model by Michael Scrivens. Formative evaluation is carried out when program implementation is underway. Meanwhile, summative evaluation is located at the end of program implementation. The fifth, measurement model by Edward L. Thorndike and Robert L. Gibbon focuses heavily on measurement activities in order to determine the quantity of certain attributes possessed by objects, people, or events in the form of certain units of measurement. The sixth is goal-free evaluation approach by Michael Scrivens, where evaluators or reviewers take from various reports or records their real or concrete effects and undesirable effects in education and training programs. The last is third factory. In this model, there are several levels, namely, the first level is reaction evaluation. The second level is learning evaluation. The third level is behavior evaluation. And the last level is result evaluation. Second, about experiment. There are terms independent variable and dependent variable. Independent variables are variables that affect or cause change in the emergency of the dependent variable, while the dependent variable is the variable that is affected as a result of the existence of the independent variable. Example of hypothesis: there is an effect of using image media on students' understanding of biological concepts. So, the use of image media is considered free and understanding of biological concept is bound. There are three experimental designs. They are pre-experimental, true experimental, and quasi-experimental. Selanjutnya, class action research, where the teacher provides action to students, action that are believed to be better than what is usually done. The research is designed to help teacher or lecturers find and solve learning problems that occur in class. Why is class action research important? Because it can make improvements and change for the better. Find models and action procedures that ensure problem solving efforts and counter in learning. Next, to make teachers or lecturers sensitive and responsive to the dynamic of learning. the performance of professional teachers or lecturers. Next, lecturers or teachers become creative and innovative in adopting the latest theory and techniques. And also, the form of card study is reflected by action actors with the aim of improving learning conditions. Next, the characteristics of classroom action research in class. First, situational. Second, collaborative. And the third is contextual. Next is self-reflective evaluative. And the last is flexible. Preparation for action, there are 6. First, delivery of subject matter. Second, classroom management. Third, organizing subject matter. Fourth, there are settings and characteristics of the subject. Next, there are variables or factors being investigated. And the last is, there is a planned action like learning scenarios, action implementation, observation and evaluation, and the last is analysis and reflection. The next is implementation of actions. First, describe the implementation of each action plan. Second, more than one action cycle. The next is reflection, like analysis and synthesis. Why is data like this? It turns out that the teacher's methods are lacking merit. Why did the repair attempts succeed or fail? The analysis was then continued to the next cycle. Research result must be in accordance with the objectives and benefits of the study. The next is research object. General and specific description of the object, location, time of the study. Next, about action plan. First, activity plan, cycle explanation. Second, retrieval plans and data collection instruments. Third, lesson plan. Fourth, data analysis plan. Next, data collection design. You can write down indicators related to students' competencies that will be improved, learning outcomes, and other responses during the learning process. Write down the instruments that will be used to measure these indicators, arrange or create and present these instruments. So the instruments can be in the form of test questions, quizzes, and the like, questionnaires, a list of questions, interview format, observation sheets, checklist, and the like, journal or field notes, KBM observation sheets, group performance appraisal sheet, and others. Furthermore, the data are classified and organized systematically. The data is processed logically according to the research design. Data processing is directed to provide arguments or explanations for the result of the PPK. In writing, the title of the PPK must be short, clear, and measurable. For example, improving the vocabulary mastery of class 7 students of junior high school number 2 kelompok role-playing techniques. Selanjutnya mengenai penelitian R&D or research and development. So, research and development is a research method for developing a new product or improving an existing product and testing its effectiveness. There are several models of research and development in the field of education, including the Sugiono model, the Dick and Carey model, and the Bird and Gold model. In the implementation of research and development, there are several important aspects that must be considered, namely data type, data analysis, data presentation, product revision, expert judgment, problem identification and specification, personal identification and selection, questionnaire design, sending questionnaire and respondent analysis. First round, development of subsequent questionnaires, organization of group meetings, and paper final report. Well, I think enough my explanation about pemahaman saya tentang semua jenis research yang telah dipelajari. The last I say thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.